Today's episode is brought to you by Gustafson and Sons Towing, located at 29 Davis Road in Milanville, Pennsylvania. Gustafson and Sons Towing can handle a variety of services that you may need. Aside from 24-hour towing, they also handle winch outs, long hauls, shed moving, small or medium storage container moving, lockouts, jump starts, emergency roadside fuel delivery, and roadside emergency tire repairs. Got a junk car that you want removed? He'll buy that too and get it off your property. Go ahead and check him out over on Facebook at Gustafson and Sons Towing, on TikTok at Gustafson Sons Towing, or give him a call at 570-280-5890. If your car needs a ride but your wallet doesn't, call Gustafson and Sons Towing, 570-280-5890. Good evening, everybody. So, as you can tell, this is going to be the first solo episode of the Squared Circle Sessions because my man, the Milk Can Man Justin, is nowhere to be found. He's not answering his phone. Jared is nowhere to be found. He's not producing tonight. And I'm coming to you from an undisclosed location. So, Corey, I see you're in chat, so if you're bored and want to hobble up the steps and join me, you're more than welcome to. I don't know where everybody else is, but hey, I'm prepared to go. So we can jump into this. I can jump into a couple other things before if Corey wants to come up. Corey, I literally just got set up. You know, I'm traveling. I called, messaged, nobody answered. So I just said, screw it. The show must go on. I figured if you were in here and you wanted to run up, come on up. Otherwise, Justin, enjoy your sleep. Jared hates his wrestling. Bridie, how you doing, buddy? I know this is funny. So, Corey, like I said, if you want to come on in and join me, please feel free to run up the stairs. I'm going to touch on a couple of things that we started at the beginning of the podcast from last night. So, with that said, we have a charity auction that is live on our website right now, ndtpodcast.com. The top of the screen, you will see an auction tab. You can push the auction tab and you will see that we have an authenticated Derek Jeter signed baseball from the 1995 to 97-ish era. We were able to procure this ball from Michael Romanski of Dragon's Den Games and Hobbies. We had it authenticated. The auction is now live. It passed authentication through James Spence Authentication. It is ready to rock and roll. We already have a bid on it. I don't know what the current bid is now, but I know a couple other people have messaged and said that they have currently bid on this. So that's great. All this money is going to be donated to the Ronald McDonald House. It's a charity that is very near and dear to Corey and Alex, as that was able to help them out with their daughter Mila. When they were in the hospital with her, they were able to stay there. So it's a very, very good charity for us to donate the money to. Second thing is we've been working on this project for a couple of weeks now. This was put in motion on December 24th last year, actually. We are going to be putting out this weekend the NDT Christmas album. It is NDT-ish. So it is fun. We had a good time doing it. There will be 5 songs, 4 songs we've already recorded. Jared is going to be adding a 5th. So that will be for sale on the website this weekend. We haven't decided on price, guys. It's not going to be crazy expensive. It's going to be cheap. We want everybody to enjoy this. But the money for that is going to be donated to the Holiday Toy Drive, which we have. It benefits kids locally in Wayne and Pike counties in Pennsylvania. I happen to know the owner of the Supreme Zipper Industries. His name's Jim Zamponi. Him and his group of elves, as we call them, put this toy drive together every year. It's fantastic. They provide so many toys for so many people. I spoke with him today. Corey and I are actually going to be doing a live stream from their building where they have the toy drive, so we can recognize some of the volunteers, show you guys where all the donations of these toys go and the process and how it is all put together. It's absolutely amazing. I try to go down there every year to see it. So we have that coming up December 13th. We're not sure of the time, but it's a Friday night. Corey and I will be down there. Justin has to work, but that should be a good time. So we got the build up to WWE Survivor Series War Games that is coming up Thanksgiving weekend. That is November 30th, I believe, or the 29th. No, it's the 30th. It's Saturday. So I'm going to try to hold off as long as I can. I know Corey said he was going to come in and discuss some of this stuff with me. So I'm just going to do a quick recap of SmackDown while we're waiting for him. Oh, here he comes now. This is not the milk can man. This is our on-deck hitter. There he is. There he is, my guy. What's happening? I don't know if that's me lagging or that's you lagging. You're frozen, or am I frozen? I can't tell. He ran away. Okay. Alex, did he freeze or am I frozen? It's you?
I think I'm good. Am I good? You got me?
Yeah, I thought it was me for a second, and I was like, wait a second.
Okay. Nope. So I jumped the gun. My computer had not finished loading. I was in a bit of a rush. So I hopped in before it was done getting all loaded up and stuff. It turned on. I'm like, click, StreamYard, let's go.
Yeah, I was like waiting for somebody in chat. I thought at first it was me. I was like, wait, because I'm the only one on the screen at first. I'm like, maybe I've just been lagging this whole time.
Nah, you were good. It was me. I rushed.
So what's going on, buddy? Welcome to the show.
Yeah, I had I was in the recliner, baby on the lap, ready to hang out with you guys and watch and chat and
he must be sleeping.
Baby, it's all sorted out. We got it figured out. You're good. Love you. Bye. It was, but it's not now. You're good. Bye. Live shows, people love it.
It's awesome. Always some kind of glitch. If it wasn't nonsense, it wouldn't be us.
Yeah.
So, all right. I recapped the auction. I recapped the Christmas album. I told them about the live that we're going to be doing with the Zipper Junction. I have not told them about the undisclosed location that I'm in, and nor will I, because I'm not home. I'm traveling. So it's like a CIA black site or something. But anyway.
It's a secret.
Yeah. Did you watch SmackDown?
I watched SmackDown. I watched Raw.
Okay.
Caught up.
All right. So what's up, Robbie? Guys, I'm sorry for the confusion here. I was going to go regardless if anybody was in here or not. So I said, screw it. Pushing the button.
Listen, man, you popped on live. I kept I'm waiting for you. I'm like, all right, going to watch my guys do their thing. And as soon as I saw the single camera, I'm like, is he doing something? Is he bringing Justin in a second? No. Oh shit.
No, I literally just got down here and set up, and I called him and he didn't answer the phone. So I'm like, all right, well, I guess I'm going solo. I didn't even have time to message you. I figured you would catch on.
Yeah, I caught him
when you saw me, and I didn't want to bother if you were busy. So it's all good. I was going to do a quick recap and bolt. So, all right, we'll hit SmackDown and see what we got. So we'll start from the beginning with Bayley moving on in the women's title tournament. Did you watch that match?
Yes. Who did they give? Who did they put her up against? I can't remember.
Candice LeRae and B-Fab.
Oh, it was. That's right. So yes. Okay. So, all right. That was B-Fab's first match, right? Mm-hmm. She's never wrestled before that. So what did you think of her? Let's start with that, since she hasn't had a match before.
For a debut, it wasn't bad.
And to get in the ring with someone like Bayley, who is a former how many time champion and all around nice person, you had to know that she was gonna try to help bring her along.
Yep.
So I think B-Fab's really athletic. I think she can be good. She definitely had some missteps, But overall, I think she did a pretty good job, and she really got into it and tried to get the fans into it. So I like that.
Yeah, no, it was a very good debut for her.
Yeah, I like that. I was surprised that they put her in a debut match like that, though.
Mm-hmm.
I was surprised that was her first one.
If you look at, I don't know how far back you remember watching, but when I know now is Paige, when she was Paige at the time, her debut match in WWE was against AJ Lee, and she actually won the title from her. She was the Divas
match.
She was the Divas champion in NXT, but her first call up to the main roster, she actually beat AJ Lee for the women's title. So they sometimes do stuff like that, and I think it's cool when they do that stuff. They stripped her the women's NXT title, obviously, but next match of that for SmackDown was LA Knight and Berto. Yeah, I think it was Berto.
I liked that. I think that was I thought it was funny because he had the open challenge, and then Escobar's music hits, and I'm like, God, this is the same nonsense. It's Andrade, it's him, it's Escobar. It's always the same guys. I'm like, they have such a deep roster. There's so many guys on the roster. For it to be the same guy every time is absurd. So then when he looked at him and went, I'll give you a chance, I was like, all right, cool. This is different. And I actually thought it would have been really funny if LA Knight lost to him and then Escobar's henchman had the title.
I'm a fan of this US Open title stuff, but I am so disappointed in the way they're booking LA Knight and how they're handling him. As hot as he was, I think I've said this a few times, but they should have pulled the trigger with him when he was hot against Roman Reigns. And I know they wanted to build that story with Cody and Roman at WrestleMania, but Knight was so over with the crowd, and I think they're misusing him. And now he's got this title, and they're not. I just don't think they're booking it the right way, and I don't think they're using him the right way. He could be getting so much more pop and elevating that title more than they're doing with him right now. So,
yeah, I think they definitely need to let him build a feud with someone. Someone legit, someone that he can be on mic with and actually have a back and forth with that can, stand toe to toe with him on the mic. Make it a little more interesting. But this whole thing with giving all of these people rematches, just doing the same thing over and over again. It's like with Carmelo and Andrade, that 7-game series. I saw some people saying online, they're like, oh, I could watch these two go at it every week. It's so entertaining. They're such great athletes. Yeah, and yes, they are. They're fantastic in the ring and they worked well together. But at some point, you have to feel like you're just watching a replay.
Yep. And
7 matches in.
This is why I hate the brand split, because it's almost forcing you to use the same people over and over and over again. But also, I think a lot of the focus is on the bloodline story, and now they're trying to, we'll get into this in a little bit, but they're trying to reel the women into the War Games match, which I think is great. But so much focus is on the bloodline and all that stuff that's going on with Roman and Solo that no one's really paying attention to the rest of it. And I think that's where they're just kind of like, we need some filler time. So they're going to need to build some more superstars.
But no one's paying attention to it because they're not giving them anything, which to me is really disappointing because they have 30 plus writers on staff. They could be building these other stories. But I like that you mentioned that they're kind of handcuffing themselves with the whole brand separation thing here, because I noticed, and I don't know too much about the War Games stuff, but I see that there's some kind of match between Bianca and Nia on Monday Night Raw. 2 women who are normally on SmackDown are competing on Monday Night Raw. And I'm wondering, I don't know if that's a typical thing in past Survivor Series, past War Games, where they get some kind of a leg up or something. I don't know. I can't remember what it's called, the specific match. But to me, it seems like maybe in the future they might start to stray away from the standard, SmackDown competes on SmackDown, Raw on Raw, and that kind of thing.
Yeah, I think they should just get away from the brand split altogether and just let these superstars float back and forth, to be quite honest. Whoa!
There's your first Where's Justin for Christmas, fuckers.
What?
5. Where's Justin?
I almost did it. Thanks for showing up tonight. I know you've been sleeping. Thanks for answering your phone.
Yeah, my phone was not even close to me.
When this dude sleeps, he sleeps, man.
I don't ever have my phone ringer on. Dude, I look tired. Oh.
Yeah? So are you going to sleep all night now? Or are you going to be up all night?
I'm going to be up all night.
That's cool.
I work tomorrow.
Rob even knows it. Late as usual. Justin, I even waited till almost 7:03, and I just started without you, and I started by myself, and then Corey ran upstairs. I was prepared to be solo Sokoa tonight.
Corey walked upstairs. Corey's not running nowhere.
This is true. I'm past my running years.
Neither am I. So,
all right. So
however, runs into stores.
That's allegedly happened, sir. There's no video evidence of that happening.
I'm a witness. I know.
That's true. That's true.
I swear.
We swear.
I mean, I shuffled quickly. We could say that.
No, it was a sprint.
I was like, oh shit.
A jog. It was a jog, not a sprint.
Did you like put your hands in front of your grab the stairs and pull yourself up as you were going?
I didn't this time because I had my drink in my hand. But if I didn't, I definitely would have went all fours all the way up the steps.
I love it.
And if anybody says they don't do that in their adult life, they're lying. They're lying. That sticks with you all your life.
I don't do that.
I haven't done it in years.
Nope, I still do it. I will once in a while when I'm feeling frisky.
Well, let's be honest. I've going all the way back to high school. You've had fucking extremely long arms.
Yeah.
When we used to play basketball in his backyard, I used to call him monkey arms. Dude, his arms hang down below his knees.
It's like an orangutan.
Yeah. Sure am.
He was impossible to try to get the ball up over.
Yeah.
Justin, are you
an asshole?
Oh, dude, I didn't get there yet. That's gonna be tomorrow. I got down here late. So I was telling Corey, I set up, I plugged in, I tried calling you because you weren't in the studio, and I'm like, well, that's a problem. So just went.
Yeah, so, I hit my couch and I was.
Are you ready to talk some wrestling now, or are you gonna still need to wake up a little more?
Last night.
We're not talking about last night. We're talking about SmackDown. Did you watch SmackDown?
Yeah,
because we're on the Nia Jax Naomi match.
Oh, so exciting! Anything with Nia, and it's super exciting.
Did you not like the match?
Was Nia in it?
Nia and Naomi.
I didn't like it.
You're so stupid.
I don't know about the run-ins, man. Like I get it. They had the run-ins so that they could build war games. I liked Tiffany in the all black though, and I think that's a direction she needs to take her character. I think she needs to be like this badass. She needs to take her take her shit back, man.
Just rip the Band-Aid off and cash in on Nia already.
Yeah.
I'm so tired of I'm tired of the way they're booking her too. They want to book her as this strong, badass monster, and yet every time she goes to win, there's some type of wonky fuckery that goes on, and it's
help from a little troll.
Right, it's a tainted win. You can't book people that way and expect them to look like they're very strong. Yeah. I mean, she's obviously a monster. So because
she can't carry a match, and they have to bring in these other people to do more difficult spots for her.
Yeah, well, that's just it too, though. To be able to be a champion like that into main event, you have to be able to go half an hour or more. You have to have that cardio.
Right.
Look,
not her.
Which is why I think she drops it soon for sure.
Also, they you notice every time she picks up a mic, they cut her off.
Who's that? Nia?
No.
I didn't notice that.
Every time, and it even carried through to Monday. As soon as she picked up a mic, she started talking, and then she started repeating herself.
Yeah.
And then they cut her off. They interrupted her. They don't let her talk.
They ought to
give her
just
very
end
few
this.
lines. And what are the chances? We'll get there.
Well, that's next. I already know where you're going, and I'm going to spoil it for you. You can tell me if I'm wrong. But they obviously set the War Games match up on Monday Night Raw. They had the surprise return by Rhea. So you got Nia, Tiffany, Candice, Liv, and Raquel on one side of this. And then you have Bailey. Crap, I'm running out of steam.
No Bailey.
Here. Sorry, Bianca, Jade, Io Sky, Candice LeRae, and Rhea.
No. Candice LeRae's with Nia.
Mm-hmm. Kari Sane.
No.
Nope.
I think
Naomi.
so. No.
Yeah, Naomi's in it.
Naomi.
Is it Naomi?
Yeah.
It's Bianca,
I thought it was
Naomi,
Kari.
Io, and Rhea.
Okay.
What's up, Derek?
What's up,
talking a little wrestling
Derek
tonight.
So I think what you're thinking is Tiffy is going to cash in at War Games on Nia.
It would make the most sense. It's the easiest
what I
way to
think's
get
gonna happen,
Nia laid out without having to have a one-on-one.
She's gonna have two options. Because if their team gets their asses kicked, I mean, what if she just drags Liv over by Nia and pins both of them and takes both titles?
They won't unify them.
Yeah, they will. I mean, in a perfect world, how crazy would that? Corey, that's actually a fantastic idea. What happens if she cashes in on one but pins both? And now they're like, oh, I want that title. I want that title. I mean, that's a good way to split it up and really raise holy chaos with the WWE Women's Division.
They're
not going to do it.
So it's going to have to take a turn.
Right.
It's going to be great. I love
Tiffy's going to turn face.
She did it. She did it before Crown Jewel. She went in and she talked badass to Liv, and I love that Tiffany Stratton, the one that comes in and takes charge and has that confidence.
She
Not
stood
this
up to
bimbo
Nia
that they're
last
making her
time,
look
too.
like. Yeah, that same moment. Then she turned and looked at Nia when Nia started saying something, and she's like, "Well, I might take your title too." Like that was perfect. I was like, "That's the Tiffany that they need to let out. That's the one they need to book." And that's the one that's going to get the best pop with the crowd.
I'm with it.
I think she is going to get such a loud pop when she finally gets the title. Yeah. But like they have to let her be the badass. Like I was reading something.
People
before.
are dying for it. They've been.
I read something before about how she was allowed to let herself go a little bit in NXT, and like she was this big badass. She's real confident, real assertive. And now they kind of toned her down and won't let her personality shine. They're just kind of making her appear like she's just this dumb bimbo, and it's horrible.
I like this comment here by it's weird to call him Morpheus. You all been saying he's going to cash in at every PLE, but this may be the first one they haven't mentioned anything about it. Yeah, Chris, you're right. The undertones are there, and this is so unpredictable. It'd be nice to just finally pull the trigger and do it. I think this might be probably the best opportunity for them to screw somebody with the War Games match. But again, with them trying to keep us guessing, who knows? They may not do it.
All right.
It would suck because it would be her best shot. Because the way that they're making these teams, why does it appear that the team with the two champions, the two world champions, looks weaker than the one with the tag team champions?
Because they are. And
if we feel that way, then something has to give, right? At some point, something has to give.
But it's also because that's the way they want you to view the two teams. You got the team of all the faces that you want to root for and are all badasses. And then the team of heels where you can't stand them. And you got the little fucking troll, Candice LeRae, coming along.
Candice LeRae, the one little lost puppy looking for a new home since Indy's gone, her former tag partner.
How she kept her job. It's wild.
So Corey mentioned both the champions, and this is a good question. Where's Cody? What do you do with Cody at this PLE? How do you have your champion?
KO.
I was gonna say something's gonna happen with that, isn't it? Maybe.
It's going to have to happen this week.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, he's coming to SmackDown this week, right? That's what they said this past week.
yeah, so they're going to have to do something with that.
But he's not doing it for Cody. He's doing it for himself.
Right.
Yeah. Alex does not like the
Okay.
poison pixie. You expected Cody with the OG bloodline.
That's another question. We'll get to that too.
I know. I saw
That's
your
another
response.
burning question.
I've been thinking about that. That makes sense too.
Yeah. I think some way he'll be there either way. Mysterio, Zelina Vega, Chad Gable, Ivy Nile. This is another one of those matches where they're just filling time. Rey Mysterio, legend, tired of seeing him. He needs something else to do.
He could have been in War Games, man. It could have been in War
No,
Games.
I wouldn't have watched. If they book Rey Mysterio to join the OG Bloodline, I will cancel my Peacock subscription.
And Netflix.
Fantastic.
And Netflix. I will not watch it at all.
All 5'6" of Rey Mysterio coming to save the day.
Yep. The only thing that match did was after the bell when the Creed brothers came out, it's just going to show how they're going to start splitting up Gable and the Creed brothers. What do you do?
No, it didn't seem like it. That's not what it seemed like to me. When he first slapped him, I thought maybe. But then what happened afterwards, it was like, and even the announcer said it, oh, this is just what Gable was looking for. Like, these guys are reacting the way that he expects someone to react when he's trying to fire him up by slapping him in the face.
I think it's going to start just kind of how it started with Otis. It's just going to split it. I do. That's, again, might be wrong.
I think he is 5'6", Al.
That's also a whole bunch of wrestlers that are probably going to cut loose.
Yeah.
Creed brothers are not good.
They're going to have to do something here with Netflix and everything else. So they're going to have to they got to shuffle it up. Corey and I were talking about that before you got on here with the brand split. It's stale. They got to do something different. So who knows? Maybe we'll get rid of it.
Remember when everyone was behind Chad Gable when he was a face? They're like, oh, this guy deserves his shot. He deserves his title. He does that flip. And now, you get, like Alex saying, Chad Gable is creepy.
He does his job. That's his job to do.
He does. He's a much better heel than I anticipated. He's really good at it.
That's what he's supposed to do. That's what he's getting done. So
Kurt Angle was too.
I was going to say, just like Papa Kurt. Just like his daddy.
Johnny boy, what's up, buddy?
What's up, Johnny?
So, all right, where are we at in SmackDown now?
Breaker and Sheamus.
That was Raw.
Oh yeah, that's right. We're done with SmackDown, dude. We've been on Raw stuff.
Nope, we're not. We're not.
We were on SmackDown when I showed up.
We moved into Raw.
Main event and what happened at the end.
With what?
First of all, who was Roman trying to call?
Oh, yeah. So hold on. I didn't tell you this. We're gonna tie that all in together at the end of Raw.
So you're not talking any bloodline until just
we'll do it at the end because we're gonna just what ended up happening is we just kind of coast and the rest of the show's all bloodline shit and they were like, oh yeah, we got to finish this, we got to finish that. So, yep, no, we have that at the end. We'll just tie the bloodline shit in together
because I got things I need to say that I couldn't say last week.
I'm sure you do.
Now that the spoilers are unspoiled.
Yeah,
oh, dude, I hate when they do that.
Right, double-edged sword.
It made watching last night so hard.
Yeah, because you already knew it was coming.
Knowing the results.
All right, Breaker and Sheamus. Raw.
A great match. Why they have Kaiser sticking his nose in? I don't know. We'll see.
I think they're trying to get him out and away from Gunther.
That's going to happen.
They're trying to make him his own. And I feel like this is going with the eventual down the road flip for Gunther. They're getting the heel out from under him. So he's on his own. He could do things the right way.
I don't know how Gunther is going to be as a face, though.
He's one of those ones. His character can be face or heel, like the way it is. It's just people don't like him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
man,
if you're
I
going to
think
try
he's
to
just-
push him face, it's not going to work because people aren't going to naturally like him.
right. I don't know.
So
No.
I don't think he's champion for much longer. So that's my opinion.
Lizette says, "Hey guys, very grateful for your podcast in times like this. We can't watch wrestling until they change networks. Thanks for the updates. You got it, Liz. You got it. We try our best."
Yeah, that's what we're here for.
You know, I liked the match, and I didn't expect what was going to happen at the end. But I don't know. I kind of dig it because I think Kaiser is good in the ring. I think he's great on the mic, and he's going to win a title eventually. Or why not the Intercontinental title?
Maybe the hardcore title.
The hardcore title.
I would love to see them bring that back. That was awesome. Some of the
Didn't they?
stuff that went on with that.
With
It's being
Netflix.
defended on January 6th.
Netflix, they can apparently.
He gave it to Travis Scott. Oh, there's
See,
a clip.
Wait, what?
You boys talk. Hold on.
Oh,
I didn't
hear
see
about
that. No, this is the first time hearing about this. Are you going to find it for us?
this.
Yeah.
Dude, Alex says she wishes Breaker would have chilled on the spray tan before wrestling the palest dude in the WWE.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
on planet Earth. Palest dude on planet Earth. Holy
That's
shit.
hysterical.
Gotta love it.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything about this hardcore title thing. Of course, I didn't hear anything about them having football on Netflix till yesterday either. So,
But I mean, it does make sense because when they're going back to Netflix, they're going to be able to do a little bit more than they could on just regular cable.
we should buy
yeah.
stock in Netflix before it goes through the roof.
You're not a bad idea.
You know, shit, this is about to go up.
All right, what's next? I mean, I'm glad Breaker retained. I didn't want to see him lose it to Sheamus, so I'll just
No, and he wasn't going to lose it. And again, that's another. Sheamus just kind of a filler at this point in his career.
Yeah.
War Raiders and Carlito Dom.
See, I
Yeah.
really like the War Raiders.
They're good.
I love and dude, Eric is so strong, man.
Yeah, he's a monster.
Watching him work, good lord. All right, what's this?
What's this?
Yes, sir. The new hardcore champion.
We're gonna get banned on Facebook now because we played music that we're not supposed to.
But so what was that? Was that one of those things where it's like, here, this is like an honorary title, or
No,
like is he
it's
like
being defended November
Being
6th?
defended. by Travis Scott?
Triple H presents Travis Scott with hardcore title on stage at Complex Con. Makes big WWE Raw on Netflix announcement. Travis Scott is coming to WWE Raw on Netflix during his performance. Blah, 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 blah. Hold on. Let me find when it's going to be defended. But yes.
That's crazy.
It's probably gonna be January 6th, not November 6th.
Yeah, probably.
We're already past that.
Yeah.
Yes, they're gonna wait. That's a long build.
We talked about that a little bit last night, Liz. Like hopefully it's a little different. You know, because of how many we were discussing how many people were watching the Tyson fight and how it's probably not going to be close to those numbers with the WWE. So hopefully it's a little bit better.
I don't know. That initial Raw,
Yeah. But
they've
anyway,
been
yeah,
building this a while.
dude, the War Raiders tossing Carlito around was
Here's the
awesome.
hoping they get Tiffy backstage then.
My God.
Instead of Tyson. You see her whole ass in the ring anyway. What does it matter?
Yep.
Except for the long black pants. I liked the long black pants. She looked a lot better
That's true.
than normal. I'm sure Alex agrees with that too. But yeah, dude, seeing Eric grab a hold of Carlito and toss him around like he did, dude is strong.
He's a big boy.
That was,
Yeah, he's a beast.
and then body slamming fucking Ivar onto Dominic was badass. But I'm kind of I liked seeing the little clip beforehand of the Judgment Day. You could see the change in character with Finn Balor coming around. And it's that whole thing's going to implode soon too. I'm just curious
they're
as
building
to how.
Finn Balor back to the demon.
At some point, I think they will. This Judgment Day is going to, we know this is going to split up at some point. We've been saying that. I think it's run its course.
So
at
now,
this point.
does it have to end with Finn versus Priest for the title?
It's going to end. This is something that was never resolved. It's going to end with this room key that Balor took for Liv's room. That's going to come back to haunt them. Something's going to come out.
True.
Remember all that when he took the room key and they never addressed it. Something's going to pop up, and that's just going to start this whole war between Dominic and Finn and Carlito. It's just going to implode. And watch it be Finn and Liv that end up together. And this was all just a ploy against Dom and the rest of them. I don't know. I don't think it necessarily, to answer your question, it doesn't necessarily have to be Priest and Finn for the title, though.
Yeah.
I just think there's some unfinished business between those two.
Oh, 100% there is.
I don't
But
know.
I think the next time they meet up, the title's got to be involved. I thought it had to be the first time.
Yeah, I think that they're just at this point. I think they're gonna. I don't know if they're going back to Demon Finn Balor, but I think that they're trying to build him up on his own. I think they'll drop the tag team titles, right? Maybe the War Raiders are the ones that knock him off. They lose those titles, and that just pushes Finn even further over the edge. And now, instead of just being pissed off with Dominic and Carlito and Liv, now he's pissed off with JD too.
I just saw Bridie's comment. I didn't realize they said Finn said he planted the card on Dom. I didn't see that. So thanks for clearing that up. Because I don't remember them ever addressing that. I might have missed that part, but thanks for double checking that for us. So
I was going to say the same thing Alex did. He barely wrestles, which is amazing because he's one of the better ones they have in ring. He's really good. Finn.
Yeah.
Finn is great.
I just hate the coup d'etat. I hate that move.
She used to be best friends with Liv Scoobs.
Yeah.
That's where this all started.
Yeah.
All right, so we can roll that right into best friends who used to be best friends and then hated each other and look like they're gonna work together again.
Well, okay, so here you go, Justin. You can finish up. Now we'll go back to the end of SmackDown.
Who's he
what
calling?
Do you got to say?
Who's he calling? Well, aside from
who do you think he's calling? Who's the obvious choice?
Paul Heyman.
Right, he's calling Heyman.
Well, why is he being forced so hard to call Paul Heyman? You have a theory on this. I would like to hear.
So my theory is this. There's one of two things going to happen. He's calling Heyman to ask for advice, and he's going to end up with Lesnar. Because they did say, I read somewhere that Lesnar was backstage at Raw last night, finalizing the terms of his return. The other thing is that possibly is they have Rollins join the team. Something happens to Rollins backstage before the match, and they bring Lesnar out anyway, just to kind of swerve everybody. I think Lesnar's going to be coming back and finishing this match with them, with Heyman. I think Heyman's going to show up, much like Randy Orton last year when he made his triumphant return. He's not in the cage. They're wondering who's coming. Here comes Paul Heyman. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman, and I introduce to you Brock Lesnar. And he hits the ring, and just that's the end of it.
It's just going to be weird for Roman to accept that he's walking Lesnar out, and it's going to be weird again. I don't know. That's the only thing that makes it hard to buy.
I'm going to tell you right now, I don't like the fact that Reed or Rollins are anywhere near the storyline. I don't.
I like Reed. And
Rollins makes sense.
It's the OG bloodline and the new bloodline.
Right.
And they needed that extra member. Who would you have on Solo's side?
On Solo's side?
Mm-hmm.
Rock, you have all these other Samoans that can wrestle. You could bring the Rock.
Reed is a Samoan.
He's tied up with Rollins. He hasn't been involved in this storyline at all. There's so many other ways they could have done this.
they're just looking for that pop between Seth and Roman, and that it seems like that's it. And
That's
this
what
is how
they're
they get.
going for.
This is how they get Seth there, is because they built this beef between Seth and Bronson.
I understand that, but I think it's diluting the story between the Samoans now. You're going to bring outsiders into this. Do you bring Lesnar into this?
See, I don't think that would happen either.
I just think this whole year-long build to this was going to be bloodline versus bloodline for the tribal chiefs, head of the table. What are they been calling it? And now you're going to bring possibly Lesnar and Reed and Rollins into the middle of this. I just don't think it fits.
So we know that they've signed other members of the family to WWE. Do you think that they should have or could have brought them up for War Games, having that be like
Absolutely.
their first matchup?
Absolutely. That would have kept the lineage intact and everything else. I don't know. And who knows? The Rock's the wild card. The Rock's probably going to be involved at some point too. I don't know. I think they're almost overbooking this match at this point now, and it's just going to be such a weird ending somehow, some way. I think it's taken away from the match altogether.
I don't understand bringing Reed in.
No, or Rollins.
But see, I can justify Rollins with the tie he has to Roman.
Right, but
okay. I go back to that. And he's been involved with the bloodline since day one. Not on their side, but he's been involved.
Right, against them. The only person that really fits in this that's not a Samoan is Zayn. And we said that from the start because he was the honorary Uso. He was all this stuff. And everybody's like, nah, they're not going to bring Zayn into this. Yeah, they did, and they should have. He was part of the original bloodline, but I just don't understand the other two that are missing and that are going to be coming into the fold.
See, I'm of the opposite school of thought of you guys, of the two of you. I love Bronson Reed being in it. I read a few things about when he got signed by WWE. He said, I wouldn't mind being a part of the bloodline. He's Samoan. He's not the same family, but he is of Samoan descent. He's like, I really wouldn't mind doing that. So I think that that's pretty cool that it's come full circle. And they're like, yeah, here, you can be involved in it. Now, I don't think he's going to be involved with it for a long time because I think at the end of the day, when this whole story's done, that side of it's blown up. And I don't think they're going to have that side of it anymore.
No, once War Games is done, it's done. And but once him and his beef with Rollins is done,
well, so the only other thing that makes sense with Rollins from a story side point is this is Rollins' chance to redeem himself from when he broke up the Shield. Roman finished his story when he whacked Rollins with that chair at WrestleMania. So now, if they do bring Seth in and have Roman reclaim his throne, that's kind of Rollins returning the favor. Hey, sorry for screwing this up. There you go. I'm out.
And he's gonna have a chair at some point. They're gonna put a chair in his hand.
Yeah.
With Roman's back to him. So that's the most logical thing. I started thinking about the Lesnar thing when I saw your message earlier, and I like it. I don't know. I don't see where that's gonna overshadow the entire match.
Yeah. It's kind of like the moment when they brought Ronda Rousey in at the end of the first ever Women's Royal Rumble match. That kind of overshadowed everything.
Opie says this is Roman's chance to redeem himself. It's all about turning him face. And that makes sense. But now
they are making him coexist with people he's screwed over.
I've got a question about Sammy though, because I've been seeing this video circulate now the past couple of days.
It's nothing.
When the phone thing, they're seeing it hit and he throws it in.
They were about to head out to the fucking ring right after, and I think he reached in his pocket and realized, oh shit, I have my phone, and threw it on the couch.
And if that is the case, I mean, look at how much it's got people talking too, because I see it everywhere. Is there anything behind this? Was it him just taking his phone out of his pocket? Why did he put his phone there? What's he doing? What's he planting?
Well, the big conspiracy that I saw was that Sammy stole Roman's phone, deleted Heyman's phone number, or changed it, and Sammy's going to be the one to turn heel at War Games.
Huh. Okay.
Because he got rid of Heyman's phone number to prevent Lesnar from coming back. I don't know. That's a lot too.
Listen, there was video of Paul Heyman walking into the arena, I think, last Friday.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know.
Oh no. All right, Justin, you said you had a lot to say about this War Game shit. What else you got?
did I? I don't know if I said that. I just wanted to talk about it. I don't know if I said a lot. I was expecting some help.
You said there's a lot I want to talk about. I'm letting you talk so we can figure out what you want to talk about.
So
What'd you think about the ending of Raw then?
Well, where the new bloodline got involved. It left it open ended. It still doesn't tell you that Seth is joining them. Like, I had to go back and rewatch it today. I'm like, did he? Nope. It's gonna happen Friday. He'll be there Friday. There'll be some reason that he gets involved Friday night, and him and Roman stand in the ring together.
Well, we still have another whole other week to go through this.
Hey, that's all to build to Paul Heyman coming back. The new bloodline's going to continue to beat the shit out of these people.
I don't think Heyman comes back.
Final piece.
I don't think he comes back till War Games. I don't think Heyman comes back any sooner than that. The pop he's going to get.
Yeah.
But there's going to be a big build going towards it.
See,
absolutely.
I agree with Alex. I think it's really that simple. I think it's Seth is going to join just to get his hands on Bronson Reed. I think Bronson's going to do something else to him. And maybe it's not till next Monday, but maybe Bronson's going to do some shit backstage. And then Seth's going to be like, yep, I'm in.
I think it's going to take more than that for Seth to get Seth's character over there. There's going to have to be a talk with him and Roman. They're going to have a back and forth over the next week and a half.
I hate the way my brain works. Or
no,
do they tease that Reed and Rollins are actually going to be there, and then they get in some scuffle backstage at War Games, aren't able to compete, and that's when they bring Rock and Cody out.
I thought Cody was going to be defending. I think Cody will be defending his title against KO.
Haven't set it up yet. And what if Cody and Owens' match ends up like Orton's and Owens' match did? No contest and nothing ever happens. Again, I just like throwing shit up in the air and see if it sticks, but that's another thing, the way to look at it. Maybe they got so much focus on Lesnar and everything else. Who knows if The Rock's going to come back? No one's even mentioning that.
See, nobody in WWE has said anything about Brock Lesnar, though, aside from the fact that he's on the roster page now, right?
They're going to?
No, they're going to keep that as hush-hush possible.
I think
like
it's,
I said,
I think it's just a bunch of
coming back.
I don't know.
No, I saw an article.
They kept Punk pretty quiet last year.
Mm-hmm.
Like, people wanted to speculate and say Punk's coming back, and then you had people like me being like, no, there's no fucking chance that asshole's gonna work with them again, and they don't want him.
But
and
how did you keep Punk so quiet though? They played that right by announcing Orton's return prior to War Games, and that was the scuttlebutt. That was the line they went with. Is he going to be here? Is he going to be here? And they did this Randy showing up, but who finished the show was Punk.
But Punk, I don't think Punk signed the contract until that day.
That's what I'm saying. They kept it that quiet. So maybe they're going to do something big like that too, where Rock, Lesnar, somebody. I don't know. I've been waiting for this for a year.
When they brought Cody in for WrestleMania, nobody knew he was there.
Nope.
They locked him in his fucking bus.
Cloak and dagger. Yep. I'm with it.
This is a good point too, though. Like, is he working on anything at the moment? Is Rock going to be able to break away to show up for War Games?
Well, someone made mention that he was going to be busy filming, but then he also put out on his X account or Twitter, whatever the hell you want to call it now, don't listen to the bullshit that you're hearing. No one knows what I'm doing.
I thought that was about WrestleMania, though, when they were saying he wasn't going to make WrestleMania 41.
Correct. But you got to start building now. This is where they start building WrestleMania shit.
Which is where I think you'll finally. I think you're going to see Roman Solo at WrestleMania.
Bronson is going to hurt
I
someone.
think
jumping
that's
off the
going to be a
top rope.
fucking stupid long build.
Which one is that?
Roman Solo.
Oh yeah, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, but I think that's going to be WrestleMania.
Yep.
But this is why Bronson Reed has to be in the match. He's got to hit a tsunami off the top of the cage. Got to do it.
He's going to fucking hurt someone.
He will kill somebody.
Exactly. Yes.
He'll go
And
through
which one of them
the
is
ring
gonna
will
take
collapse.
Insane.
Yeah, who's gonna take that?
Seth.
That's asking a lot of him, man.
Bro, I don't care how much money you paid me. I would not take that tsunami from that dude. From that height. No. It was bad enough when
Rikishi
JD
jumped
McDonough
off
took
the
that
top, though? Rikishi jumped off the
It
top.
was the
of
Hell in a
ring.
Cell match. Yeah, he did it.
Oh, my God.
I cringed watching JD McDonough take that RKO from last year at the top of the War Games match. So I don't know.
Yeah.
He's
We'll see.
crazy, though.
He is. He is.
He's their little rag doll.
Yep. He's their toy. All right, what else you guys got?
I got nothing. I just like Bronson Reed.
Justin, you need help with the big words like the and it?
No, I'm just reading. Becky actually is, from what I just read,
She'll be
This
back
week.
next year.
she's working on a contract.
Yep.
So she'll be back. And Chris, I don't think they're gonna make him fight for Paul's services. I think
No.
this is Paul and Rome, like you said, it's Roman's like apology tour. I think they're gonna do the same thing with Heyman.
Yeah. You're going to have a face Roman and a face Lesnar. So I don't think that's going to be a option. I think people are tired of seeing Brock and Roman too. I mean, that's been so
I hate how
So
my
many
fucking
times.
brain works because of you sometimes, Aaron.
Well, you got
So who's another Paul Heyman guy?
Punk.
So who's to say Rollins doesn't say, yeah, I'll do it, and Heyman brings Punk and says, nah, we don't need you.
Yeah, you're going to have that build at some point. You got Punk tied up. You got Rollins tied up with fucking Reed right now, which we all
Yeah,
agreed
no-
was going to be filler to get to Punk.
Let Punk heal. Because Drew's got to come back at some point, too.
True story.
And when does he come back?
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe they'll just all return at fucking War Games since everybody else is fucking getting involved in the match.
Yeah, I
I
don't
don't
just
like
say-
that, huh? Not at all.
Have a pseudo Royal Rumble.
See, I thought you'd have been on board with Rollins getting involved.
No. I would have loved to have seen it been just all the Samoan guys going at it.
Was that why Drew McIntyre's out? I didn't see any of that. But he had a few deaths in his family.
That and that last
Taking
match
personal leave.
beat the piss out of him. They need
Yeah,
time
yo,
to recover.
Punk got him good with that toolbox, man.
Sure did.
He got him good with that.
Stapled shut.
So
So
that was
Ouch.
brutal.
All right.
I can't wait. How long until they go to Netflix? Month and a half.
month and a half.
It's getting there, man.
It's gonna be so much fun.
We
You
hope.
watch you have to work that night.
That means I don't fucking care. I still watch it.
That's true.
I
I
can't
tell you
wait.
right now, if we have a live show that night, Corey, I'm bouncing at 7:45. Better look at our schedule now.
Hey, man, a
Plus,
45-minute show is just fine.
Plus, McAfee will be back.
Oh, McAfee
Is he going to be back after
Yes.
the New Year? Is that official?
I
Yep,
sure
and-
as shit work.
And they just announced that it's going to
There
be
you go,
going
Al.
back to TV 14 on Netflix. No more TVG. It's TV 14.
And they were letting
Yeah.
McAfee get away with some shit with TVG, so
No doubt.
Yeah.
or TVPG, whatever the fuck it is.
Oh, Opie just figured it out. He just did the math. Justin works that night.
I did too.
Justin, you just ought to put in your personal day now. You're not going to want to miss that. You're not going to want to be at work at it either. You can watch the fucking Netflix buffering like the rest of us for the whole fucking 2 hours.
Hopefully not.
Maybe I will stay at work.
So, all right.
It's gonna be fun.
If you guys got nothing else,
Nope.
I'm
Solid.
good. I'm excited for War Games. Can't wait.
I'm super
next-
stoked for SmackDown.
Next couple of episodes of SmackDown and Raw are going to be interesting.
Raw goes back to 3 on Netflix, correct?
They both go back to 3. They both go to 3,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
which is going to be nice.
Yep. We'll enjoy it.
So
100%.
look tired.
What's that?
You look like you feel like I do.
Dude, I'm wrecked. I'm tired. It's been a long day. I got here freaking thinking, oh shit, I'm not gonna make it, and you were the one that was late. So
You're
thank you to
not
Corey for
surprised,
bailing us
though,
out.
right?
No, I was just like, okay, he's just running a little behind. Where is he? I tried
Yeah.
calling. I said, screw it, I'm going. But it worked out. Corey got to hang out with us too, so
Yep.
good enough.
Hey, thanks for filling in.
I always
Yeah.
like talking wrestling.
Indeed. So, all right, guys, you got nothing else? We will see you. Justin, are we
Later.
doing a show next week? I know it's that. Hey, listen, are we doing a show next week? I know it's the night before Thanksgiving.
TBD.
All right, with TBD, we'll keep you guys posted. We're not sure what's going on with this, but we'll figure out a date and a time for the next one because I'd like to get. Maybe we'll
One
do
in
something.
before.
Are you working Saturday?
This week? No.
War Games.
Yes.
You're working.
Yes.
I was going to say we do a pre-show War Games show.
Ooh, that would have been fun.
That would have been fun. Maybe we get sick by now. All right, that's it.
Yeah, no, that's not.
We'll keep you guys up to date. So thanks for all hanging out. Talk to y'all.
Auction.
Later. Oh,
Yes.
auction.
Check out the auction on the page, ladies. Later.
Later.